everyone, today we're making Buddha. The colors you'll need for this project are every color. I used the ones that I liked, but you can use any one that you like. So, and you'll need the paint, and you'll need paint brushes. The most important would be the wave and the tiny paintbrush. And I'm using an 8x10 canvas, but you can use any canvas really. And if you want to know how to draw the Buddha, then I'll put another video in the link in the description. Just watch that first and then watch this one. And so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so now let's draw it, trace it actually. I already drew the Buddha. If you want to draw it, go to the link in the description and press it. You can watch that video and come back. So let's start. Just trace over. I put some copy paper underneath the paper, so it goes onto the canvas, and I trace it. Okay, I'm almost done with the face, and after that he has two lotuses, one here and one here, and then he also has one on his eye, I guess. Okay, I'm done. You might have some minor mistakes or something, but you really don't have to worry. You can either just erase it with an eraser, or it doesn't really matter because you paint on it. So there. And then if you see, I missed a couple of lines, so I've just gone over them with a pencil, here, and then here I missed one, so it just like that. Okay, so I've finished going over and fixing the small little mistakes. After that, now we're gonna paint. If you still have any small lines coming out, it's completely fine because we're gonna paint all over it anyway. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is use the colors to paint it. So the colors that I'm gonna be using are dark green, and this color called yellow orc, violet, brilliant red, and lemon yellow. So now what you did, I already did this part. Violet, you put dots around the thing, and you just put them around the whole thing. You can even use whatever colors you like, it doesn't really matter. I just chose these colors because they look nice. Okay, now as you can see, I've got all of the paints filled. I'm using a yellow, orange, red for the lotuses, and I'm gonna be using a wave brush, super thick. First, I'm gonna do the violets. Okay, it should look something like this. Just keep on adding it. Okay, so you want to pretty much just cover your whole thing in the paint. You do it sideways, this way, that way, or every imaginable. Okay, so as you can see, I've outlined it in pencil. Now I'm gonna outline it in black. I have to do this carefully on the lines. And just keep going until you're done. Okay, so you can just pause it whenever you want and finish it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm done now. Now what I have to do is there are these tiny little circles you have to do in the head, the hair actually. So you just draw them like this. You just make they have to fill up the whole head, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now it's done. You do not color the lotuses because they're gonna be red, orange, and yellow. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Buddha. You just color them in black. And you also have to do these. That's what it all looks like, and yeah. Okay, now we're doing the lotus eye. First, you have to do like orange around the side of the eye, and then you have to put yellow in the middle. I'm still doing the orange. You actually don't close the shape off. You just make it like that, and then the inside should be filled with yellow. Okay, just put the yellow like this. It won't show up at first, but you just have to like keep on adding. The yellow shouldn't go out of the orange. Just like that. Okay, for the lotus flowers, you have to cover them in yellow first. You have to be careful with this so your yellow doesn't go out, or the lotus petals. And then what you do is you take orange and go over the yellow. Okay, now I finished the first flower. Now I'm going to the second one. It's the same as last time, just fill in the flower with yellow and then fill the petals in with yellow and then do it with orange. Okay, I'm done with all 3 lotuses now, and it should look something like this. And I messed up, but it's completely fine. Okay, for the stems, for the one on the bottom, it's orange, and for the one on the, like, this one, the stem is yellow. So you just paint it thick at the top, and then so it should look like that. And the one with the lotus flower near the eye, that'll also be yellow. Okay, it should look like that. I know it looks a little weird right now, but it's gonna get better. Okay, now we wait for this to dry because we're gonna add another layer of coating on it to make it actually look like a lotus. So we just wait for it to dry. Okay, so now we're gonna do make the lotuses look like actual lotuses by painting them yellow and white. I'm using lemon yellow and white, that's it. And maybe a little bit of orange, but I don't know about that. Okay, so now I'm gonna paint it yellow first. Just paint it. Just paint it all like that. And then add a little bit of white. Okay, so I'm just sticking up my stems, but for me, I have to wait for the yellow paint to dry to put on the white paint, so I'm just finishing up the yellow paint on all my lotuses. Just like that. Okay, so I'm almost done with the flowers. Well, painting the outside. There should be a little bit of white in the inside. so you can paint some stuff. There should be a little bit of the color, not white. Should be a little bit of the color that it originally was in the inside. And then now you have to wait for the paint to dry. Okay, so now while we're waiting for the flowers to dry, we're gonna make like Buddha's face glow. So to do that, we need to add orange, and I'm using yellow cark. I think that's how you say it. And orange and some white and some yellow. So first we're gonna color the ear, and then the rest of the face. It's yellow ochre, sorry. Okay, for the part between the nose and the mouth, just you have to put 1 drop of paint, and then you have to like use that drop of paint around the whole part because there's only a little there. Okay, now we're gonna do like the upper corner of his face. It has like a yellow and red hue, I guess. But just gonna add a little yellow. Okay, so here's how it's supposed to be. This will be like part yellow and gold and red, and then here will be gold, and then here will be like some gold and then some blue on the side, and then on this part will be blue, and then this ear will be blue, and this ear on the top will be a little blue, and on the bottom will be the gold hue. So yeah, if you want, you can mix like the yellow ochre and some white on the flower. It makes it look really nice. So it looks like that. We're still gonna mix some white and some red in the middle, but yeah. So now we just have to make this part blue, some part here, and then the ears blue. So yeah, let me just get my blue. For this part, you only want like a tiny little dab of red, and then you're just gonna like spread it out on the gold. It'll look really nice. You might even want to put a little white. So there. That's how it with some red and white. Yeah. Okay, so now right here we're gonna add some blue. Don't put too much. Okay, as you can see, I made a line here. That's to where the blue should be. It shouldn't pass that point. So it needs to be lighter near the eye and up here, and then it needs to get like darker with some hints of green over here. Okay, I colored up the eye for now, but we can just draw it back. And then on this spot there should be some yellow, orangish yellow, and then on the bottom here, the green. Just take a little drop. I prefer to use light green. It blends really well with this. And then it should look like that, and then we just have to draw the eye back in, like the eye line. And then we need to add some orange right over here, orange and yellow. Then we're almost done with the face. There's still some more blue areas like the ear and top of this ear, a little down here, but we're almost done anyway. Okay, so it should look something like this. I still haven't colored the part of the ear where it's supposed to be blue. It should look something like this. There's some white left over, but I'm getting that. And there should be like some red near the blue. So yeah, we're almost done with the face. Okay, so the eye, I'm gonna wait until like it's dried to draw the eye, and pretty much for all the rest of the lines that goes too. I'm gonna wait till the face dries and then draw it. And now we can work on the background. The background needs to have some more readjustments and stuff, so let's get to it. Okay, so as you can see, I put it like, I did the yellow here. So you just do it like yellow, and then take a drop of orange, put it, and then yellow again, and then like blend it, and then some red, and then blend it up until all the way here. Okay, so it should look somewhat like this. And then now we move on to this corner, which should be like a green with a little mix of yellow and maybe some orange. Okay, so it should look something like this. Okay, so it should be yellow, orange, and red here, green, purple, and slight hints of yellow here, and then green and yellow here. And we're almost at this part. Almost done. I also blended some white into both of the tops, and then I had a dark spot, so I cleared it up. And then now we're on to the bottom right. So the bottom right is just the same as this one, but without the red. So it's like this, the whole bottom is yellow and red, and then the top is green and blue and purple and white. Okay, so the neck will also be blue, and then this part is like Buddha's clothes. So here, from like here to here, it'll be orange to like put Buddha's garments, and then here it'll be just like green, I guess. Okay, with the orange I made a line to show where the orange should be, so I don't pass the line. The same on this side. And so now I just take orange and fill it in. After you fill it in with orange, then you put some hints of yellow in it, but that's not now. Now you have to fill it up with orange, and then once you're done, then you put some yellow in it. Okay, so it would take too long for the orange to fill it up, so I put some yellow, the yellow orc, and then put some red, and then just adding some orange. So when you look at it, it looks orange, but in reality I also added a lot more colors. Sorry about that, my phone ran out of charging, but now we're doing the blue here. So it should be blue with some white, and then here at the bottom it should like be blended green. And then we're almost done, just like a couple more steps left. Okay, now for the lotus eye, I'm going to take some yellow orc and then color the lotus eye. And then in the middle, and all the lotuses, they're dry by now. So now we'll put some white on the lotuses, and then we'll almost be done. We'll just have to fill in some black lines. We'll just have to fill in the eye, take away some black lines, and that's it. We're almost done. Okay, so I made the eye yellow orc, and then now we just have to wait for that to dry, and while we're doing that, we can put some white in the lotuses on the bottom. Now I'm putting the white on the lotuses, just like go around the orc, the yellow orc, and then just keep on going like that until you finished all the lotus flowers. You might want to thicken it up later, but that's for later. Now just like that. That's how it should look. The lips should be blue. The bottom part of the lips, like that. Blue. It's supposed to be light blue. So, and then we just have one more lotus to do. Let's do it. Okay, in the middle of that white circle, you just put a little more orc. Yellow orc. You can even mix a little bit of red in it. Just like that. Same with this one. Now in the middle of that eye, you put some white. Just like that. Okay, so now we have to work on the beads here. On the left side of it, it's gonna be like white and blue, and on the right side it's gonna be yellow, orange, and red, just like that. This might be a little time consuming, but in the end it's all worth it. And here's one important lesson. If it doesn't matter if the painting's not the same as somebody else's, it's the thing that matters the most is having fun. That's the lesson. Okay, I'm almost done. This, as you can see, this side is yellow, that side is blue. Okay, so it should look like that. I made a little mistake. I made the blue too dark, so I have to put some white, and some parts are still green. So yeah, the head bead should look like that, and then we'll fix up the black lines in one moment. We're almost done. Okay, so now I drew the eye outline again. There should be like a sort of shadow underneath it. And then now we have to outline all the black lines that used to be black but got covered up by paint black again. So that'll take some time. But let's start. Okay, so it should look like this once you finished all the black. There should be like a big ring around his head with all the beads. That's like his hair. And then all of this should be outlined. His ear should have like the ear line in it. This part should be blue. And then it should look something like this. The lotus flowers be outlined and everything. So yeah, we're almost done. Okay, I'm almost done. All I have to do is just finish the eye here and then go over the blacks one more time, and then we're done. Okay, so as you can see, I finished the eye. All I have to do is go over the blacks one more time, and then we're done. Hey guys, trace the sides black, and after that we're done. Just like this, we'll add the black. Okay, so this is the last side. Just paint it like that. And then here's a trick, you can just do that. So here it is, all ready and done. Now you can go show whoever you need to show, hang it up on your wall. But now, just remember, it's done. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I have. It actually took me 3 days to make it, and then it all paid off. So whoever watched this and did the project, I congratulate you.